Hi, I'm Anita. I'm a resident of Southall. I work in education.
I'm Sabia. I work in East London. I run an organisation by the name of Sisters Forum.
My name is Anna Webster and I work for Kame Community Garden in Warsaw.
I'm Mohammed Yassin from NHS Black Country Healthcare.
Hi, my name is David Jonathan. I work with Grassroots Program and Luton Council of Faiths.
Hi, my name's Nidhi and I'm the coordinator of Sangha.
Hi, my name's Mandy. I'm a holistic beauty therapist by trade.
Hi everybody, I'm from Transforming Communities Together and I head up the Black Country Near Neighbours programme across the Black Country.
Hi, I'm Kim Gregg and I am the Near Neighbours coordinator in Luton.
So for me, I did have some nervous feelings about it, but I'm a type 2 diabetic and I've got teenagers who, obviously you can't keep tabs on them all the time. So for me, it was really taken over by that. The decision to take it, was that it was a no-brainer.
If I didn't get vaccinated, then the bubble wouldn't be completely protected. For the sake of others, I thought, well, I've got to do the right thing. And I did go ahead and I took it. And in the long run, it's the best thing to do.
So for me, it was essential that I firstly took care of myself in order to take care of people around me. So for me, vaccine was really important. And we got in touch with NHS and they vaccinated all our volunteers and everyone else that did food distribution. So it was pretty straightforward for us, to be honest. My dad went in ill. He went into the NHS. He was very old, so he picked up COVID and then he passed away. So it's not a completely myth. People do pick up COVID, but obviously he was elderly, so his recovery wasn't, he couldn't recover. So
Sorry to hear that, sis.
So I've had the 2 doses, feel fine so far. Because I work for the NHS, obviously I was privileged enough to have my vaccine quite early.
We were volunteering that they offered vaccination to the volunteers, which, thinking about it now made perfect sense, because obviously you see hundreds of people from the most vulnerable elderly groups every day. So I have had my 2 vaccines by now, which is just amazing.
To be very honest, didn't know if I had a choice about vaccine, because I know there have been debates about it. Perhaps those who can look after themselves can afford to debate, but my common sense said to me that I better take the vaccine because I'm not often very good at taking care of myself otherwise, so my immune system may not be as strong as others.
Yeah, I was actually really kind of almost desperate for the vaccine from the very beginning. I never had a doubt in my mind that I wanted it. And I suppose it's because I've been having the flu vaccine for a few years and it's really made a difference to me.
I was quite sure. I was in my mind, I know when the vaccine was available, I was going to do it. Never was a doubt for me.
As soon as I can take my vaccine, I will be taking it.
Yeah, that your DNA is going to change. So I could say I've had my vaccination. I look alike. I look the same. I actually had my first dose, and my sister. I've got 5 sisters. One of them's had it, and the other 3 are not going to have it. And they actually said you look different. It was just in the head, and I was like, what?
Implantment of the microchip. That, you're going to be controlled by the governments.
I mean, for us, it has been around the whole pregnancy angle that you won't be able to conceive. So that was like a big thing. I mean, there are still quite a few women who still haven't vaccinated themselves because obviously they want to be pregnant, they want to have a child, so they're not taking the risk, even though they're not 100% there. So I think till today, even though we've looked into it and there's been so much research around it, till today, I think that's one of the biggest things that we are facing amongst women is the pregnancy.
I totally agree with this, because the 3 series of Q&A vaccines that we've had in the Black Country together with Mohammed, with the brother Yassin, that was always a top question.
I think in any community, if you want to believe something enough, it's there for you to believe. And actually, I'll be honest with you, at first I believed it. I believed it because it's easy to believe because, oh yeah, if you take a steam, then if you just think in your head, maybe it'll go away and maybe you'll feel healthier. So please don't believe that.
And the number of times that we've heard this argument, if you was to have a glass of ginger honey water mixed together, that will cure your COVID. It does not cure COVID.
Because even actually when I had the virus and the family were finding out I was getting, because I kind of declined within a few days. And I had at the first, it was just the cough that was really bad. And I had a lot of advice, tell her to take this, tell her to take that. And my daughter's constantly, Mum, try this, try that. And I just thought, okay, I'm taking everything I need, my inhalers, whatever I had access to, I was taking. Have hot tea with ghee in it. And I think that nearly killed me because I think I had turned a corner for the worst after that. And then in the end, I had a secondary infection. I needed antibiotics. After that, I couldn't breathe. I needed steroid tablets. And I kept saying to and afterwards, when I did come back to earth, I said to people, look, please don't give that advice to people when they're that sick. Call an ambulance, dial 111, do not risk it, because I have heard of people who have just died at home because they haven't realized how poorly they are.
Actually, quite severe side effects after the second dose. Because basically I was just, completely unable to do anything for 24 hours afterwards. It was the worst type of flu I could imagine, muscular pains, high fever. I just couldn't do anything. I had to stay in bed.
I had a fever, I was nausea, and I only could explain it. I was saying to my husband, I feel like I got early pregnancy symptoms because that's how I felt. I was constantly feeling sick. I didn't want to eat. I was really, really unwell for 4 days.
I'm a bit scared now because I've not had my second dose yet. In terms of the side effects, I think quite a few people have had side effects, and quite a few people haven't as well. So I think it's just the journey of the vaccine that we all need to be aware of and not to be frightened of.
I had the Pfizer one, and again, I just had a bit of a sore arm for first or second day, and I could kind of feel it now, the pain. Yesterday I was a bit sore, 2 days after, but now it seems fine.
I had fever for 2 days and felt slightly weak, but I took my vaccine on Friday morning, and by Sunday afternoon I was feeling quite okay.
I took the vaccine. I had no side effects. I was fine. I mean, it hurted for a while, but I was fine. My sister has really severe allergy. She's on an EpiPen, so she did her research and eventually she took it on Friday. She has been fine. I mean, she had a little temperature, but she took her antihistamine and stuff like that. So, I mean, she looked into it and everybody reacts differently. It's like flu vaccine. We all react differently. It is a safe thing, and we had lots of concerns around pregnancy, women, breastfeeding and that kind of stuff. But obviously there's no test that has been carried out around pregnancy, but from all the information we've gathered, it's safe for women who are pregnant as well.
Je peux dire que c'est très important qu'on prenne le vaccin parce que c'est seulement pas l'individuel. Il faut sauver le monde, c'est tout. It's really important to take the vaccine, not just individually, because it's ultimately to save the whole world.
Olá toda a gente. O que eu quero vos dizer é assim, eu já fiz a minha vacina do Covid. É muito importante que vocês já tirem. Não tenham medo porque nada vai acontecer. É uma vacina normal e vocês já estão habituados a vacinas em Portugal. Nada que vocês não saibam. Assim que o médico vos oferecer, por favor, façam. Se precisarem de ajuda, liguem. Uma pessoa está cá para vos ajudar. Obrigada. We take vaccines for everything, okay? If we go abroad, we need to take a vaccine. They know the rules. It's something that is not different in Portugal, okay? We wish to take vaccines, okay? It's something that is in our country, okay? It's just more the afraid that people having the misinformation that was there too, and the struggle for people to understand, and then especially when the bar of the language not there to become more confusing for them.
वैक्सीन जो है ठीक है ना, लगाने से जानें बचती हैं, ये हमें पता है, ठीक है? कोई भी वैक्सीन है, ठीक है? उस वैक्सीन लगाने से सिर्फ आपकी जान नहीं बचती है, ठीक है? दूसरों की भी जान बचती है, ठीक है? और हर तरीके से, हर लिहाज से, ठीक है? ये जो वैक्सीन है, ठीक है? इसकी तहकीक की गई है, ठीक है? कि ये सेफ है, ठीक है? वर्ल्ड हेल्थ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन जो है, ठीक है? उन्होंने कहा है, ठीक है, कि ये सेफ है, हिफाजती इसकी हिफाजत है, ठीक है, आपकी जान बच सकती है, ठीक है। इसलिए बहुत ज़रूरी है, देखें कि अगर आपको किसी चीज़ की मालूमात चाहिए, ठीक है, वैक्सीन के बारे में, तो अपने डॉक्टर से जाकर पूछें सबसे पहले, ठीक है, वो आपको मशवरा देंगे, ठीक है। NHS की जो वेबसाइट है वहाँ पर आप जाएं, ठीक है, पब्लिक हेल्थ की जो वेबसाइट है वहाँ पर जाएं, ठीक है। जो भी यानी कि जानने वाले हैं उनसे जाकर पूछें, कोई भी आपका जो सवाल है, ठीक है, या आप कोई और मालूमात करना चाहते हैं, ठीक है, अच्छी तरह से आप मालूमात करें, ठीक है, करके फिर जाके लगवाएं, ठीक है। लेकिन ये जो सोशल मीडिया पर जो अफवाहें आ रही हैं ना, ठीक है, प्लीज़ इनको मत बिलीव करें, ठीक है, अपनी भी जान बचाएं और दूसरों की भी। Arafta zinish khoim muamin, and this is in Bengali as well, small message. Afne sudi afnar nizor zan basaita sain. Chani afnar loge zera manushasan tara sudi zan basaita sain. तो क्या please vaccine लगाएं. Vaccine already is say it's already money say safe ase. Side effects afnar oibo, but overall afnar zan basbo afnar loge zera manushasan tara zan basbo. आपने जो किसी वैक्सीन और शंबते किसी जानता साइन तो क्या आपने डॉक्टरों के से सिखा करोगा NHS और जो वेबसाइट आसे उन्हों क्या दे होगा पब्लिक हेल्थ और जो वेबसाइट आसे उन्हों क्या दे होगा all information आपने फाइबर सुधी आपने किसी जानता साइन आपने GP के से जाओगा जानिया बातें क्या आपने एक डिसीजन बनाओगा जे आपने लगे ठीक है से but overall ze vaccine ase lu afnar zan basaibo afnar loge zera manush asen tara zan basaibo. Thank you. If you as an individual want to take the vaccine, do your homework, ask the questions, but please ask the professionals. Okay, go and speak to your GP, use the NHS website, use the public health website. There's a government website as well, okay, which gives you all the accurate information, any concerns around, it answers any questions, okay. Use those, use the people, use the professionals to answer your questions. Please do not believe in the hype that is going out on social media and base your decision on those, okay. And then make a decision that, you know, if it's the right thing for you to take the vaccine, then do.
A message कि हम बहुत सी अफवाहें सुन रहे हैं कि वैक्सीन एक षड्यंत्र है और इस वैक्सीन के साइड इफ़ेक्ट्स आपकी जान, आपका जीवन ले सकते हैं। लेकिन मेरे एक मित्र ने कहा और मेरी भी यही धारणा है कि मैं प्रयत्न करने के बाद असफल होना पसंद करूंगा। कोरोना वायरस जानलेवा है, ये हमें मालूम है, और हम ये भी सुन रहे हैं कि इस बात की कोई गारंटी नहीं है कि वैक्सीन लेने के बाद आपको कोरोना वायरस नहीं होगा। लेकिन इस बात की गारंटी ज़रूर है कि आपको कोरोना वायरस होने की संभावना कम हो जाएगी, और इस बात की संभावना भी कम होगी कि आप कोरोना वायरस का इन्फेक्शन किसी दूसरे को पास ऑन कर सके, किसी दूसरे को देंगे। तो इसीलिए मेरी ये धारणा है कि ये ज़रूरी है और अच्छा है कि हम वैक्सीन लें, क्योंकि ये सिर्फ अपनी सुरक्षा के लिए नहीं परंतु दूसरों की सुरक्षा के लिए भी अति आवश्यक है। धन्यवाद। Vaccination may not guarantee our absolute safety from the coronavirus, but if we take it, it is also important for us to know that the possibilities of us getting coronavirus will certainly be reduced. It is therefore, in my view, good and important and necessary about participating in this collective process of being safer, not just for ourselves, but for others too.
So, drodzy rodacy, szczepcie się. Szczepionka sprawia, że zmniejsza ryzyko tego, że sami zachorujemy, zmniejsza ryzyko tego, że przekażemy chorobę innym, nawet nie wiedząc o tym, że jesteśmy chorzy, w sytuacji, kiedy nie mamy żadnych objawów. No i sprawia, że wszyscy będziemy w stanie szybciej wrócić do normalności. Ja wiem, że dużo osób myśli, że Polacy w Wielkiej Brytanii często są ludźmi młodymi, mającymi swoje młode rodziny i myślimy, że nas to nie dotyczy, czy też dotyczy nas to w mniejszym stopniu, bo nie jesteśmy w grupie ryzyka. Tylko w takiej sytuacji, kiedy wszyscy się zaszczepimy, będziemy w stanie sprawić, że całe społeczeństwo wróci do normalnego trybu życia. Także nie bójmy się szczepień. Fellow Polish countrymen, don't be afraid of getting vaccinated to protect yourself and to protect the community. I know that a lot of Polish people are young and have young families, and quite a few think that it doesn't concern us that much. But if we want to return to normality, we have to join the vaccination effort.
ਸਾਰੇ ਅੱਗੇ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਹੈ ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਜੋ ਵੈਕਸੀਨੇਸ਼ਨ ਹੈ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਹੈ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਲਗਾਉਣਾ ਹੈ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੱਲੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਜਾਨ ਨੂੰ ਬਚਾਅ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ, ਸਾਰੇ ਜੋ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ 'ਚ ਆ, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਬੱਚੇ, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸਿਆਣੇ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ 'ਚ ਹੈਗੇ, ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਚਾਅ ਆ। ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਟੀਕੇ ਤੋਂ ਡਰੋ ਨਾ। ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਦਵਾਈਆਂ ਖਾਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਇਲਾਜ ਕਰਾਉਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਸਾਨੂੰ ਆਪਣੇ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਤੇ ਯਕੀਨ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ। ਜੋ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਸੋਸ਼ਲ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੇ WhatsApp ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਦੇਖ ਰਹੇ, ਇਹ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਦੇਖ ਕੇ ਡਰੋ ਨਾ। ਇਹ ਡਰਾਉਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿਉਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੇ ਇਹ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤਾ ਆ। ਇਹ ਬਿਮਾਰੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਖਤਰਨਾਕ ਹੈ, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਹੋ ਚੁੱਕੀ ਹੈ, ਬਹੁਤ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਮੌਤਾਂ ਹੋਈਆਂ ਹੈ, ਸਿਆਣਿਆਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਵੀ, ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਵੀ, ਜਵਾਨਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਵੀ। ਹੁਣ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਇਹ ਲੜਾਈ ਹੈ ਕਿਸਮ ਦੀ ਕਿ ਇਸ ਵਾਇਰਸ ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਮਿਟਾਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਤੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਰੂਗੇ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਇਹ ਕੰਮ, ਤੇ ਫੇਰ ਸਾਡਾ ਮੁੜ ਕੇ ਸਾਡੀ ਥੋੜੀ ਨੋਰਮਲ ਹੋਊਗੀ ਲਾਈਫ, ਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਫੇਰ ਗਾਹਾਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਗੁਰੂ ਘਰ ਜਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਤੇ ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਅੱਗੇ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਇਹ ਟੀਕਾ ਲਵਾਉਣਾ। ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਹੈ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛੋ, ਤੇ ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਇਹ ਜੋ ਵੀਡੀਓ WhatsApp ਤੇ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹਦਾ ਨਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਦਿਓ। ਸ਼ੁਕਰੀਆ। It's really important we take the vaccination, not to worry about the videos that are going around, and to make sure that we listen to our doctors and to what the professionals are telling us, and also that we do take other medication. We have other treatments done in this country, and you know, we're not concerned about having those treatments. That this is just fear mongering that we're seeing on WhatsApp, and we've lost so many lives. We've lost young people, we've lost elderly people, people of our own age, and it's really important that we work together now as a unit to try and beat this virus, so that we can start going back out, seeing our families, traveling, going to our temples, and socializing again and moving forward.
Bye.
Bye.